He wouldn't even harm a fly. Whatever you do, don't. Death has come to your little town, Sheriff.
If you enjoy the video, make sure you subscribe and turn notifications on so you don't miss a video in the future. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Friday the 13th the game video. Today we're going over 13 Easter eggs you may have missed at Pinehurst. Most of these Easter eggs simply come from Gun Media and Alphonic's attention to detail, so some of these may seem obvious if you're a fan of the films. However, hopefully some of these will still catch you off guard. Let's start with the most obvious of the bunch, the opening intro. This intro obviously comes in reference to Joey's death in Friday the 13th Part 5 and starts off the game in a perfect way. Of course, once you're actually in the game, this log remains there with the axe marks you'd expect from where Vic was chopping it in the movie. In fact, this entire outside area is very detailed, including the clothesline, the blue and yellow table, the two lawn chairs, and even the croquet set by the woodpile. All handmade props that had to be created by Alphonic, so at the very least, you have to respect the effort that they put in here. The last Easter egg to point out outside of Pinehurst is the football place on the bench. This was the first Easter egg I looked for when I jumped into this map, and I'm so glad that they got it. Now if you head inside, you'll find a ton of little Easter eggs, starting first with the jobs list in the corner of the house. This board is actually seen in the virtual cabin as well, just none of us really caught on to it. Also, the box next to the board matches the pattern we see in the movie. Once again, just tremendous attention to detail. This next Easter egg is one that I don't 100% understand yet, but it feels extremely intentional from a developer standpoint, but I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on it. So if you head to the dining room, you'll see the table is set for a meal. However, 3 of the plates are missing napkins. At first, I figured this was meant to represent what Violet accidentally set a plate for Vic and Joey after they had already gone through their confrontation.
Don't think Victor and Joey will be joining us this morning, Violet.
Or any other morning.
But the locations of the plates don't match, as one of the plates is where Dr. Letter was sitting, and the other is where Violet was sitting. Regardless, this one still throws me off, but I figured I should bring it up to you guys and get your opinion on it. And last but not least, for the lower floor, if you head to Dr. Letter's office, you'll notice a file on his desk. While you can't really make out anything that the sheet says, the grid lines going down the paper are identical to the Tommy's file that we see in the film. Now as we head upstairs, we can start with the obvious of these rooms, that being Violet's. Obviously they spent a lot of time on this, adding all the signs outside of her room, as well as all the posters in her wall, the speakers in the corner, and many other little details. This obviously isn't all that hidden of an Easter egg, but it is a beautiful sight for fans of the films. Now if you head across the hallway to Tommy's room, you'll find some great Easter eggs in here as well, including the alien mask that Tommy uses to scare Reggie in the film.
Jump, man!
And of course his other masks are here as well. Now if you look in Tommy's closet, you'll find the spider on a string that Reggie used to scare Tommy. And the last detail I'd like to point out here is actually the photo seen on Tommy's mirror. This, although not the same photo in the film, is meant to represent the photo Tommy has of his mom and sister in the movie. Now if we head to Robin's room with the bunk beds, you'll notice quite a few fun Easter eggs in here. However, the one I want to point out directly is the red sweatshirt hanging on the hook in here. This being in reference to the hoodie that Reggie was wearing throughout the film. Speaking of Reggie, he has his own Easter egg on the map locations. In the southwest corner of the map, you'll notice an area called Reckless Ridge. This of course refers to Reggie's nickname in the film, Reggie the Reckless.
They call me Reggie the Reckless.
In this area is where you'll find another great Easter egg, that being the home of Ethel, the ever so charming hillbilly.
Would you shut the fuck up?
Inside her house, the Easter eggs continue with the chicken that she cuts up in the film.
I'm gonna chop you into itty bitty little pieces, my friend.
As well as vegetables on the counter for her famous stew.
Best goddamn stew in the whole ever.
And then there's the famous blanket from the iconic scene with Deborah Voorhees. This can be found just southeast of Ethel's house and is a great Easter egg for fans. And now last but not least, we're going to head to the barn, which of course is where the final act takes place in the film. 2 great Easter eggs are in here, one being the iconic tractor that Reggie uses to run over Roy. And then the upper barn doors being wide open. This is a nice nod to Roy's final fate in the film. All around, there are a ton of Easter eggs on this map, and I'm sure there are a lot that we didn't put in this video. Feel free to share your favorite Easter eggs in the comments below. But that is going to wrap today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. And of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.